Dear EPP leaders, distinguished colleagues, friends, great to be here with you today in Zagreb, and we are sincerely grateful to our Croatian hosts for their warm welcome. I would like to wholeheartedly thank President Joseph Daul for his guidance, personal commitments, his engagement, and steadfast support. I'm proud to represent today a group of dedicated leaders, members of our political family who are leading most important activities in the OSCE Parliamentary Assembly. One of the biggest parliamentary associations with 57 members, with the 57-member countries stretched from Canada to Russia. Our assembly is visible on many fronts, just to mention a few: leading election observation missions, like very recently in Belarus, led by our group president, Margaret Tsereteli from Sweden, and also from the active work of our committees, special representatives, working on numerous priorities through field visits and parliamentary diplomacy, strengthening partnerships with other multilateral organizations and, of course, in Central Asia, in Mediterranean, and across the Atlantic. Here, let me again express gratitude to the EPP leadership, Secretary General Tono Isturic, David McAllister, Manfred Weber, and others for the excellent cooperation, and I hope that we will continue this close work and very, very close ties with the new leadership. Over these 30 years after the fall of Berlin Wall, we have witnessed significant achievements in Europe. The Helsinki process and the OSCE have lent substantial contributions. However, today's reality is different. Divisions between allies, military confrontations on our continent, and renewed anti-democratic state capture tendencies in a number of OSCE states. Short-sighted leaders have replaced necessary cooperation with selfish unilateral actions. And another 30 years down the road, the situation could be worrisome unless we resolve and prevent conflicts where, first and foremost, people are suffering. What has happened in Georgia, in Ukraine, in Moldova, and other places show a lack of effective deterrence measures against Russia's aggressive policy and hybrid warfare. In Ukraine, despite some steps to disengage, in pilot areas, the situation remains extremely grave from a humanitarian perspective. In Georgia, illegal borderization is resulting in fatalities or severe violations of human rights, as in the recent case of famous Georgian doctor, my friend, Vaja Gaprindashvili, jailed in South Ossetia for allegedly violating illegitimate rules of occupants. As the biggest and most influential European political party, having key decision-making instruments, the EPP has a huge responsibility to tackle challenges and overcome obstacles for the better future of our citizens. We must solidify the infrastructure of democracy and defend values that are fundamental elements of the modern European society. Our unity and convergence are the main prerequisites of the success. Only if we act together, we will manage migration, fight terrorism and organized crime, counter new military threats, protect human rights and combat climate change, and of course advance innovation and economic growth. The EPP is a party which does not just think about the next elections, but about the next generation. And we should not spare any effort to allow our children to inherit a better world. Thank you very much.